Live from Christian Academy of Louisville English Station campus, it's Christian Academy of Louisville basketball. That would be Lady Centurion basketball, as tonight is the opening night for the Lady Centurions as they host the Moore Lady Mustangs. Hello, everybody. I'm Mike Botello, privileged to bring you tonight's play-by-play, and I'll be joined tonight by former assistant ladies basketball coach and former athletic director Steve Schubert. And Steve, it's always a fun time to have that opening game as a coach and a player, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is. You know, the coaches, they have their butterflies going, not sure what's going to happen. They've been working with these kids for, months now, and now you come to the first game and you go, okay, now what's going to happen? And of course, the girls that are out there, they're ready to play. They've been practicing all this time, and they're ready to get into a game.
Well, of course, Centurions, when you talk about the coach having butterflies, it may be extra butterflies for the first-year coach, Cameron Pridemore, coming from Tennessee, where he coached at Tipton Rosemark Academy, 67-20 over 3 years, and he absolutely loves this team that he has this year.
Well, it's a great addition here to the staff here at Cal, and it's a basketball coach. Both he and his wife teach here, and he comes with a team that has got some talent to it, and I'm sure he's looking forward to seeing what he can do with it. He's got 3 players that are ranked in the top of the region. We've got Shelby Calhoun, of course, who returned. She's a senior this year. She's a third-ranked player in the state in the preseason polls this year, Mike, and she's the number 1 ranked player in the 7th region. She's actually signed to go to Virginia Tech, so she'll be one to watch in every game this year. Mia Beam is the 7th-ranked player in the region this year, and she's signed with Cornell. She's also a senior. Both Shelby and Mia averaged about 10 points a game last year. Shelby led the team with 11.5 rebounds per game last year. And then also there's Jaya McClure. She's just a sophomore. She's the 9th-ranked player in the 7th region. Again, brings 8.3 points per game last year and 4.8 rebounds. So, when you got a core like that, along with Sydney Racky, who played last year, you've got something to work with. And this team right now is picked to be 2nd in the region to challenge Sacred Heart for the number 1 spot.
Well, you're talking 2 D1 signees. Jaya McClure, I am sure, will be a D1 signee eventually, but we get to enjoy her for 3 more years. We get to enjoy Shelby and Mia. This year, Shelby only 95 points from joining China Dow as the 2nd person ever in the 2,000-point club here at Christian Academy.
Well, she probably could have been there a lot sooner if she wasn't so selfless with the basketball. Watching her the few times that I've seen her play, she gives up the basketball as much as she takes it to score, and she looks to get the other players involved. And of course, as a coach and a teammate, you love that when your best player is looking to get everybody involved, and that makes you a much more rounded team that way too.
Well, I think one of the key points, I guess it'd be her sophomore year, she averaged, I think, 20 points a game because her team needed her to that year. Last year, you had Sarah McDonald back from injury. You had Irina Klopkova, who both could score. And all of a sudden, Shelby turned into an assist machine and a rebounding machine. And her scoring suffered, but she did it for the team.
Yeah, and that's, that speaks to her value. And anywhere she plays, she's going to be a value because she's willing to do that.
Well, we're taking on a Moore team tonight who was 19-10 last year. They have had 3 straight seasons of 18 or more wins under Maurice Ponder, who's gone on to Male to coach. So a new coach for them as well this year in Chelsea Hope. But anytime you get 19 wins and have 2 of your 3 top scorers back, you can be a challenging team.
Yes, you can, and it'll be interesting to see what happens with this team. Watching them warm up, it doesn't look like they've got a lot of depth, and so I know they're going to be leaning on those top 2 players pretty heavily.
Starting lineup, I guess we're going to have the starting lineups here in a moment in the national anthem, I am assuming. But we look at this Moore team, and we look at their top players, and their leading scorer and rebounder from last year is back.
Yeah, they've got Talia Jordan. She's a 5'9 senior, averaged 13.6 points per game last year and 5.8 rebounds. She was 2nd team all-region last year, so a very sound player. You like to have that back as a senior. Also, Anaya Winburn, a 5'10 sophomore, averaged 11.8 and 5.8. And she's a threat from three. So I guess we are going to have the national anthem right now.
We're going to take a break for opening prayer and for the national anthem.
Blessings you've given to all of us. We pray for safety in tonight's game and for good sportsmanship displayed by both teams. In your name we pray. Amen.
Well, I got to tell you, Steve, we got to give kudos to Athletic Director Brad Morgan. A brand new speaker system put in over the summer, and you can actually understand the PA guy tonight, and you can hear the national anthem.
It does sound good.
So a great new PA system, and let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First for the visiting Moore Lady Mustangs. Number 2, Talia Jordan, 13.6 points a game last year, nearly 6 rebounds. We talked about her. She'll be joined by Ania Wimburn, number 23, 11.8 points last year. And the lights just went out on us. Ania Wimburn, number 23, nearly 12 points a game last year and 6 rebounds. Number 30, Tori Wheeler, 5 points a game last year, 4.5 rebounds a game. Number 31, Maddie Solee, 2.4 points a game, 5.8 rebounds a game. And finally, a freshman, number 14, Sean Thomas. Again, for Moore, it'll be Talia Jordan, Ania Winburn, Tori Wheeler, Maddie Solee, and Sean Thomas. For the Centurions tonight, it's going to be some names that you are very familiar with. And the first one will be number 12, Shelby Calhoun. 10 points a game last year, 11.5 rebounds. The number 3 ranked player in the state. She'll be joined by Mia Beam, 10.8 points a game last year and 3 rebounds. The point guard, Jaya McClure, in the starting lineup, 8.3 points a game, nearly 5 rebounds a game for the Little Dynamite. Number 24, Abigail Embry, will be at the other guard spot, 2.7 points a game, 1.2 rebounds. And the new addition to the Centurions this year, Alexa Breedlove, will be in the starting lineup. So again, for the Centurions tonight, it'll be Shelby Calhoun, Alexa Breedlove, Mia Beam, Jaya McClure, and Abigail Embry in the starting 5. And it looks like it's going to be Calhoun. And Moore has these gray uniforms with white numbers, which are very hard for me to make out. So it's going to be hard telling who's doing what tonight for Moore, but we'll figure it out. Tip is controlled by the Centurions, and Embry's going to bring it across court. Off to McClure in the middle, it goes to Calhoun. She looks around, fires over to Beam. 3 in the air by Mia, no good off the back of the rim. Calhoun, her first rebound of the game, 10-footer back up and good.
Well, there you go. You see Shelby Calhoun dishes off to Beam, and she missed the shot, but Calhoun gets the rebound, puts it back in.
Ball knocked away by McClure. Beam picks it up, back to McClure for 2. The Centurions up quickly, 4-zip here in the opening minute of the game. Moore brings it down. We'll catch you up with who's got it. It is just hard for me to make those numbers out. Shot put up by Wheeler. It is no good. Beam with a good block out. Embry comes away with it. McClure across court. Off to Calhoun. Corner to Beam. 3 in the air. Good this time.
Well, she missed first time from the corner there. The second time she was good. That's got to be her spot.
I was going to say 2 shots from there. I think she likes that spot. Ball almost thrown away. Coming away with it more. Knocked a little bit by Breedlove. Calhoun runs down behind the back. Pulls up 15-footer. No good off the back of the rim. Rebound comes down to Jordan. She comes the other way. 2 players back. Calhoun's one of them. Jordan with the shot. Going to be no good. Rebound to Beam. Off to Embry. Embry, one-on-one, drives to the hoop. Tries to pass around the player to Beam, but no go on that play, and it'll be Centurion ball underneath. Knocking that ball out was Winburn.
Yeah, Beam had her over on that side, but couldn't get the angle to make that pass.
No good by Calhoun. Beam gets the long rebound. Out to Embry. Back to Beam. Finds Calhoun. Drives to the hoop. Knocked away. Coming away with it is Moore.
That was right across the arms.
Embry with the steal. She takes it away from Thomas. Beam brings it across. Passes up to Calhoun. Cross court it comes to Embry. Goes baseline. Nice move by Embry. Can't convert the layup. Rebound comes down to Salee for Moore, but she's going to be a timeout by Coach Hoke, and we are 5:55 to go first quarter, 7-0. Centurions with a good opening run.
Yeah, they're showing good defense. They've taken advantage of the open court and some fast breaks, getting some 3-point shots up, and kind of doing everything you want to do, and even had a chance to score a couple other times there that they weren't able to finish. So good start for Christian Academy right here.
It looks like the Centurions are going to be a running team this year. They are getting that ball out and getting down the court.
Well, part of that starts with your defense, getting after it on the defensive end. They're definitely disturbing it on the other end, and Moore's really hasn't gotten. I think they've only gotten one really good look, but they've been in the passing lane, and I think as this game goes on, you're going to see even more of that.
Looks like the same 5 in for each team. Now we may have a sub in for Moore. Grace Love, a freshman. This team made up of more. It's a team made up of seniors, a few sophomores, and freshmen. They just kind of bypassed the junior class, it looks like. Full court pressure by the Centurions. Jordan brings it down against McClure. Going to be a steal by Calhoun. She got in the passing lane. She's going to go all the way. Shots up, no good. Own rebound goes back up, no good, but going to draw the foul against Jordan.
Yeah, and that was set up by McClure's defense down here. She was hounding Jordan, forced Jordan to get rid of the ball, and that led to the fast break.
Shot up, no good by Calhoun. Second shot by Shelby, no good. Both off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Moore. With the ball is Thomas, gets it off to Jordan, brings it across into the front court.
Didn't look like Shelby got her legs into either one of those.
Jordan drives against McClure, throws it up, no good. Rebound to Love, no good. Blocked by Breedlove. Coming away with it, saving it is Jordan. Gets it out. Foot on the line, shot up, no good.
Boy, Breedlove does a nice job of blocking out in there.
Full court or half court pass down to Beam, drives to the hoop for 2.
Good finish by Beam. Could have been a and one right there, but she finished through the contact.
Steal by McClure on the throw-in pass. Gets it off to Calhoun, drives to the bucket. Shot is up and good by Shelby. Shelby with 4 of the Centurions, 11. It's 11-0, 4:50 to go first quarter. Wheeler with the ball out top. Nope, not Wheeler, I'm sorry. That's Winburn. She drives to the hoop, no good. Rebound to Breedlove. Breedlove outlet to Calhoun at midcourt, off to McClure on the right side. Hesitates, drives, brings it back out. Cross court to Embry. She drives, dishes off to Beam. Beam, 15-footer, no good from the wing. Rebound off of Jordan. Centurion ball. This defense is just, Moore has no idea where to get a shot on their offensive side, it looks like.
No, they don't. It's
Calhoun running 10-footer, no good. Rebound comes down to Moore.
looks like everything goes through Jordan if she can create something or create an opportunity for her teammates, but that's kind of where it begins and ends.
Winburn with the ball outside, starts to drive, goes between the legs. Calhoun all the way with her, and they're going to grab Shelby for the foul. So Ania Winburn, a 54% free throw shooter last year, goes to the line with 2.
She's a good-looking young player. She's got some quickness and some moves. She's just a sophomore. Scored almost 12 points a game last year.
First shot's good.
Puts more on the board.
So after 11-zip run to open the game, Moore finally gets their first point of the game on a free throw by Winburn. She tries to make it 2 in a row. This one's no good. Rebound tipped out by Calhoun to Embry. Embry finds Calhoun, top of the key. Off the beam, 15-footer from the baseline. High archer's good. Beam was 7. Full court pressure by the Centurions. Thomas tries to get rid of it. Calhoun there for the steal. Off to Embry. Embry, 15-footer from the wing is good. 4 players in the scoring column for the Centurions. Jordan drives down. They're going to be fouled by Mia Beam on the drive. That'll be the first on Mia.
Foul, number 22, Mia Beam.
Jordan to throw it in. She's going to throw it in deep. Thomas with the ball, hawked by Embry. Picks up her dribble, gets it over to Jordan. 3 in the air, shot's no good, rebound. Coming away with it is Calhoun, another rebound for Shelby. She's going to take this all the way, draw the foul, and doesn't get it to fall, but she'll go to the line for 2.
That was on Winburn. Shelby took it right into her, just the way you need to do it. And you knew she was going to draw the foul. It was just a matter of whether it was going to go or not.
Calhoun's first shot is good. This one makes it over the front of the rim, so wholesale substitutions for Moore. I'll try to get those to you here in a minute.
Sydney Racky in for Jaya McClure. For Cal.
Good with the second one. Centurions go up 17-1. Rocky is actually in for Abigail Embry. McClure still in the game.
Oh, you're right. Yep.
Winburn hawked by Calhoun. Gets it off to Maddie Salee, and there's going to be a foul.
It's on Beam. That's 2 on her.
2 on Mia here in the first quarter, and Embry right back off the bench in for Beam. The whole team stands and greets her as she comes off the court. Winburn gets the throw in. Goes around a pick, picked up by McClure. Ball on the ground, McClure on the ground. McClure has it. Tosses off to Calhoun. She's going to bring it down, running 5-footer, no good. It's going to be a block on Moore.
Boy, you can tell McClure is going to cause a lot of teams problems with her quickness on defense.
And foul was on Placidia Munizero. I was hoping she'd get in the game so I could pronounce that name tonight. 2 shots for Shelby. She is 2 for 4 in the evening. Make it 3 of 5 from the free throw line. And Delaney Gardner, the junior, into the game for the first time. Breedlove goes out for the Centurions. Second shot by Shelby. This one's going to be a little too hard. Rebound to Sydney Rocky. Rocky out to Calhoun. Starts to move, picked up by Munizero. Rocky across to McClure in the corner to Embry. She's going to bring it right back out to Rocky. Rocky can let it fly from three-point land. Most three-pointers on the Cal team last year with 30. Calhoun's going to let the 3 fly. No good. Rebound to McClure. Back, nope, passes underneath to Gardner, up with the left-hander, good, and she's fouled.
Nice job with that left hand there by Gardner. Got it away from, instead of taking it up at the right side where the player was, she took it opposite side and put it up and got the foul.
Foul on Munizero, that is her second. That is the fourth on Moore. And Gardner with the free throw, and it's going to roll in. And Delaney Gardner with 3 quick points, and the Centurions go up by 20, 21-1, 2:12 to go first quarter. Ball knocked away by Embry. It'll stay with Moore. She's hawking Carmen Rucker. Moore looks like she's going to play all her players tonight. They may all have been in the game already. Jordan brings it down. And she's going to get double dribbled. And there's that defense by Jaya McClure again.
Yeah, that'll wear you down after a while, too, when you're the one that's your team depends on to bring the ball up.
Calhoun across midcourt. Corner to Embry. Passes inside to Gardner. Right back out to McClure. 3 in the air. Going to be no good. Rolls out. Out of bounds off of Rocky. It'll be Moore's ball.
More basketball.
Ball into Jordan. Here comes the double team, and Calhoun's going to take it away this time. It's going to lead to an easy 2 for Shelby.
Nice job by Shelby there. Timed it just right on when to come in and trap, and it was a good trap, and knocked the ball loose and was able to go the other way with it.
Ball knocked out of bounds by McClure. Lindsey Thomas going to be in the game for the first time. She's going to give Shelby Calhoun a break. Senior Lindsey Thomas, 1.5 points a game last year. Jordan looks like she's going to come out of the game for the first time this evening as Winburn is back in the game. Ball comes into Salee. She drives against Thomas. Shot is up, blocked. Gardner just going to rip it away from Moore. From Tay Thomas. Rocky thought about it. Now goes to Thomas. She lets the 3 fly. No good. Rebound comes down to Salee. She's going to let Winburn bring it down for Moore, and she's going to slow it up. Winburn gets away with a travel, gets it off, 3-pointer in the air, no good
by Rocky there.
By Tay Thomas. McClure quickly down to Embry, drives baseline, nice pass to Gardner, can't convert, gets her own rebound. Gives it off to McClure, who comes around the bucket up and good.
Nice look there by Gardner, got the rebound, was able to get it out to somebody with a little better shot there.
25-1 Centurions, 30 seconds to go first half. Winburn's going to drive. And she's going to draw the foul. Foul is going to be on Sydney Rocky. That is Sydney's first foul. To the line goes Winburn. She is 1 for 2 from the line tonight. Has the only point for Moore in this first quarter. Shot is up and good. Back into the game, Sean Thomas. Out comes Placidia Munizero.
Yeah, Munizero, he was causing some problems there on the top of that zone by Moore. To stirring it up a little bit.
Second shot up and no good on this one. Lindsey Thomas gets the rebound. She's going to give it off to Embry to bring it across midcourt. Fleur fakes to Thomas in the corner, back to Embry. Corner goes to Rocky. She just surveys the zone. Fleur now starts to drive, dishes to Rocky, 3 in the air, no good off the back of the rim. Gardner goes high, keeps it alive, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. Centurions coming out like you love them to come out in the first game, up 25-2 at the end of one.
Yeah, you can't be much happier than that if you're Coach Pridemore there. Christian Academy wishes to thank our athletic trainer from Court, the best in rehab, for being the official sports medicine and rehabilitation provider for the Centurions. Court has several convenient locations throughout Louisville, Lexington, and southern Indiana. and offers the best in physical and occupational therapy as well as sports medicine coverage to local high schools, colleges, and community organizations. Visit Court on the web at www.court.com. Court, the best in rehab.
Steve, I think you got first quarter scoring for us.
All right. I'll start with Moore. Anya Winburn has 2, both on free throws. For Christian Academy, Delaney Gardner came in off the bench there in the second quarter and scored 3 points. Shelby Calhoun had 9. Mia Beam has 7. Jaya McClure had 4. And Abigail Embry had 2.
Only foul trouble for the game. Mia Beam with 2 fouls in that first quarter. Placidia Munizero with 2 fouls, 4 more. Starting 5 for the second quarter for Centurions. It's going to be the same 5 that ended. There's going to be one difference in there. It's going to be Delaney Gardner, Lindsey Thomas, Sydney Rocky, Abigail Embry, and Shelby Calhoun for the Centurions. For Moore, we're going to see Carmen Rucker along with Maddie Salee. Sean Thomas is in there. Joining them is going to be Tay Thomas and Anya Winburn. On the ground is Calhoun with the steal. And there's going to be a jump ball called, and it'll be going to the Centurions. Well, you love seeing your top player dive to the ground like that.
Yeah. It's, I hate to say this, but it's almost like I think whenever Shelby decides she wants to, she can take the ball away.
This time she's going to give it to Embry, who goes around a pick by Calhoun. Nice pass into Gardner, just can't quite handle it, a little bit low, and that ball's going to go over to Moore. Winburn's going to bring it up. Moore, they're substituting a lot, but either Winburn or Jordan have got to be in there for this team.
Yep.
And that ball's going to be taken away by Calhoun again. She's going to drive up, dishes to Rocky. Can't hold on to it, tries to save to Thomas, but she was trying to save it out of bounds at the same time. It goes to Moore.
That was a good look by Shelby there. Just Rocky wasn't quite ready for it.
Winburn walks it up. Ball knocked away. Coming away with it is Calhoun. Ball going to be stolen. With it is Embry. Embry starts to drive. Hooks it in. Can't get it to fall. Rebound comes down to Tay Thomas.
It was a nice reverse layup there. Just didn't quite go in there.
Sean Thomas with the ball.
We've kind of reached the point here where there's some things that are not being called just to
let the game go.
Yeah, let the game go a little bit.
Calhoun brings it up. Gives it off to Thomas. 6 minutes, just over 6 to go here in the second quarter. 25-2. We got a timeout by the Centurions with 6:07 to go.
Probably a good timeout right there. Cal didn't really look sure what they wanted to do offensively. They're kind of standing around, so Coach Pridemore calls a timeout, get him moving a little bit, get that ball moving again. E-News is Cal's online newsletter that allows fans, parents, and supporters of Cal Athletics to keep up with the latest news in Cal sports. E-News is distributed weekly and it includes sports from elementary, middle, and high school from all of Cal's Kentucky campuses. For questions, please feel free to contact us at enews@caschools.us. To subscribe, visit our website at caschools.us/Centurion-Athletics.
6:07 to go here in the second quarter, 25-2. Centurions with the lead. Calhoun, Embry, Gardner, Rocky, and Mia Beam back into the game now to join that other foursome. Calhoun, ball above her head, goes to Beam with a great move to the bucket, up and good.
It looked like Moore almost went to like a matchup zone there. And so Cal defeated it by cutting to the basket.
Jordan drives to the bucket. Looked like a good block by Embry, but they're going to catch her for the foul. That'll be the first foul on Embry, and Jalea Jordan goes to the line.
Correction, the foul on who, referee?
Jay McClure back into the game. Embry out. Breedlove back into the game, and Delaney Gardner out. That's on the drive, so no free throws for Jordan. Just the 15 foul against the Centurions. Jordan out top. McClure picks her up. Goes around a pick by Wheeler. 5-footer, no good. Rebound to Winburn, up, no good. Rebound fought for. Coming away with it is Moore. Salee starts the drive. Breedlove with the block and the rebound. Calhoun comes away with it.
That's the second one that Breedlove's done like that, just kind of standing there, but placed herself just right and just at the right time to make the flip to make that block.
Shelby Calhoun down the lane, looked like she wanted to pass it but was losing control, so decided to shoot instead and went right through the bucket. Ball passed over to Jordan. She drives, running 5-footer, good, and the first basket of the night by Moore comes with 4:57 to go in the second quarter. It's 29-4 Centurions. Beam around a pick by Breedlove. Pulls up 15-footer is good. Mia Beam in double figures with 11 points now.
Moore back in a man-to-man now.
Shot is put up, no good on a wild shot by Rucker. Centurions on the break. Sydney Rocky down with the easy two. Her first two of the game. 33-4 Centurions. Ball almost swiped by Calhoun on the ground. Breedlove goes down. It's going to be a jump ball. And the ball will be going to Moore. Salee to throw it in. Looks like the starting five is back in for the Lady Mustangs as Salee throws it in.
The starting five's in for Cal right now, too.
You are exactly right. Thomas, ball going to be stolen by Calhoun. Easy two. We don't keep track of steals here, but I know Shelby has a lot of them. 35-4 Lady Centurions, 3:43 to go, second quarter.
Something that happens also when you're on defense is you start measuring your opponent, figuring out what they do and what they don't do and what they can do, what they can't do, and then you start taking advantage of that, and you're starting to see that right now also.
McClure with a great left-handed pass off the dribble to Embry, can't convert, rebound comes out deep to Beam. McClure fakes the three, drives, pulls up 10-footer, no good, back of the rim, rebound tipped and kept alive by Breedlove, but Jordan comes away with it for the Mustangs. Lobs it to Winburn, almost too far, great catch by Winburn, but Calhoun with yet another steal, 3-on-1. Calhoun's is going to go all the way as they don't come out to get her, and Shelby has her 15th point of the evening. We had a timeout on the floor with 3:01 to go, 37-4. Lady Centurions with the lead.
Shelby may have a triple-double tonight with steals being one of the categories.
It may be in the first half. So an impressive showing so far for the Lady Centurions, but not a whole lot of resistance from a Moore team.
No, there really isn't. And, you've got Winburn, you got Jordan, and they're trying to do it all, and they can't. And Cal's just smothering them on defense. So that they really don't have a whole lot of options when they go down to the offensive end of the floor. And, you called it about 2 minutes ago. Moore scored their first basket with about 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. And that's all they've got so far. They got 2 free throws and one basket. And then you get to some point here where you'd say, okay, if you're Christian Academy, maybe empty the bench or something, because the game's already over, basically.
I am sure we will see the emptying of the bench in the second half, but I'm going to tell you, it gets a lot tougher Thursday night coming into town. One of the 5 top 25 teams on the Centurion's regular season schedule